just found this, y'all. I just found it.
We will be doing this review since this one.
Alright, good morning, y'all. First and foremost, I want y'all to know that it's Friday, and I done did some history. Yeah, my Knicks done did they thug thizzle like a motherfucker. And I know all y'all niggas out there is like, just waiting for the crash. Yo, ride the wave first, man. We on that. Huh? We breaking records around here, man. Yeah. But my last little Chud the Builder joint, you know what I'm saying? I went in on him. And I said on my joint, I said, why don't none of y'all copycat that nigga? You know what I'm saying? Why ain't nobody trying to do the same thing? Right? Why not? You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because they ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? They not ready for that. So I woke up this morning and bow. We got a copycat. So somebody told me to, check this shit out because it's a copycat running around there doing the Chud the Builder thing. You know what I'm saying? So I said, all right, pull it up. Let's do it. So this right here, somebody tried to do the Chud the Builder thing in Detroit, man. And what did I say to y'all? Yo, dude getting away with all of that shit because he doing it in places where, people ain't on it like that. You know what I'm saying? Now you bring your ass to the hood. I encouraged you to go to the hood. And somebody listened. And they went to the hood. And we about to see what happened firsthand. Me and you. Let's get it. Y'all know what the channel is, man. ETM. You know how I do. This one right here is that ratty shit. So, let's see what's up with the racism.
Is for Detroit and the Buffs. Get mad if you want to, but I'm doing this for the D. Pause. Alright, now, let's go ahead and get started. This is going to be one from 1090 Jake, and he's going to be letting us know why conflict avoidance is one of your most logical and prudent courses of action, and also keep your mouth shut around, so that it's going to be one from 1090 Jake.
I'm trying to get to it,
sitting in anticipation of what's going to happen next. And according to a man on Instagram, he might beat this entire case after the arrest report was just made public. But that isn't all we're going to cover in this video. Apparently, allegedly, there was a Chud the Builder copycat in Detroit, of all places, who attempted to do the same thing by going up to people and saying racist things, and he got smoked. Quick pause, because this might actually help you out. If you've ever needed access to your money before payday,
y'all want to support? Y'all can.
In his bio is free speech, which is like the main defense for the Chud the Builder.
1090 Jake be going in. Hit him up.
Is it's free speech. Doesn't matter what he said. It's free speech. He should be able to say it without getting killed. That's more so the main thing everyone is pushing behind the defense of Chud the Builder. Now, with almost 300,000 followers, Ian speaks his mind and he comes with what he believes are facts. And I'm going to show y'all some of his videos.
Chud the Builder had to shoot a man in self-defense after he was slammed to the ground and this man tried to take his gun. His name is Joshua Fox. He's a 33-year-old black man. He'd previously been arrested for trying to kill his...
Time out, son. Time out, gang. Hey, yo, gang. What we doing? Like, seriously, what we doing? Don't worry, I'll wait. What we doing? Come on, my G. It was not self-defense when you... It's self-defense if somebody comes up to you and just wows out on you and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not self-defense if you are the fucking aggressor first. You the one doing all the bullshit. I'm sitting here on this bench minding my business. Playing with my phone, scrolling like a motherfucker, you heard? And here you come with the bullshit. I'm like, yo, Bleak, leave me alone, bro. I just had a hard day. I'm in front of the courthouse, so you know I've been through some shit. I don't...
his wife with a screwdriver. He was beating his wife. He called up random people with multiple different phone numbers and threatened them, and he tried to burn down a building full of people. Joshua Fox started this confrontation, calling Chud the Builder over, insulting him, aggravating the situation. Chud the Builder de-escalates and actually walks...
Hold up. That's what happened? That's what happened? That's what y'all gonna say happened, huh? Yeah? All right. But I just wanted to be fair here on my channel. That, okay, everybody has their viewpoints, man, and we open to all viewpoints over here. We ain't shutting you down, but I'm just saying what you're saying is not accurate. You know what I'm saying? It's not accurate, brother. Like, I can't go into a fucking KKK spot with a fucking kill KKK on my shirt and expect nothing to happen. I'm not even gonna say a word. I'm just gonna walk around with the shirt. You can't wear that and expect nothing to happen in a racist ass town. Are you dumb? You know what I'm saying? Just saying, bro. Just saying.
Away, this man follows him, then assaults him, slamming him to the ground, which is seen on video. Joshua Fox lived. He is fine. American blacks believe that if someone says a mean word, then they can do whatever they want.
Now, with everything he just said right there, from what I read about Joshua Fox, was he held the screwdriver to his wife. He never stabbed her or attempted to stab her. And at one point, he attempted or threatened to burn the apartment complex with an aerosol can, which is like...
Before I even let him continue, Joshua Fox has PTSD and is a former veteran. So he has psychological issues. He has mental issues on top of the fact that he's former military. So you can imagine that, yeah, there's going to be some...
So you run up on a motherfucker, don't know him, and this motherfucker's a goddamn trained killer. The U.S. trained this nigga to kill. Combat. Huh? And you just some nigga with a cowboy hat, ain't got no training, but got a gun. Well, you see what happened.
Like, if he was active duty especially, bro, he's not wired the same. So, of course, it's going to be a lot different for him to go from the battlefield to civilian life. But that doesn't excuse it. Just saying that as far as his mental state, he doesn't have the mental, like they said, he has PTSD, he has all the other stuff that's going on with him. But I just want to give context that, you know, his background.
Like, basically holding a fucking, I don't know, like a Febreze can or something with a lighter. Realistically, he's not going to burn down anything with that. But that's what he was arrested for, right? So it wasn't that he brutally beat his wife and attempted to stab her, no, but he did catch a domestic case. I don't know if he was convicted of it or just arrested, but that's the reality of what it was. Now, obviously, if you have a guy like Ian, who's 100% on Chud's side, he's going to be biased to some degree. Like a lawyer, he's going to make the other guy sound terrible and make his client sound better. So we have to look at both sides of the situation from an unbiased perspective. But Ian's about to come with some fucking facts, and a lot of people aren't going to like it. And to be real, you can't get mad at facts. You can't feel disrespected by the truth, because what he's about to show you is actually what happened.
They can even murder them.
I'm gonna kill this blood. Him and his girl.
In 2021, a Dunkin' Donuts employee, Corey Pujols, murdered...
This happened in Tampa. I'm going to pause it because it quickly switches. But Corey, who was working at Dunkin' Donuts, he was called a slur by an old white guy. He punched him, and when the guy fell and hit his head, he died.
An elderly man for saying a racial slur, and many people...
That's the one thing I be trying to tell all you YNs out there. Boy, yo, anything can happen in a fight, my G. Like, when I was out, man, I seen a dude fight a dude in the county, bro, and he hit him, and you know, they was fighting or whatever. He went to go slam the dude, and he slammed him, and his back of his head hit the fucking steel table in the day room. Boy, my G almost, yeah. Some was on the gurney like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it got crazy. And this was just fucking fisticuffs, you know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. A nigga could slip and twist and wrong, you know what I'm saying? Anything can happen in the street fight, bro. It goes down. And I want y'all to be fully aware that when you start a street fight, bro, it is what it is at the end of the day, son. Assault is assault, homie, no matter how you slice it.
People argue that it was justified. You don't even have to say the N-word. You could say something that almost sounds like the N-word, and they'll try to assault you.
I don't care.
This guy, I think this was in Italy. I forget the exact country, but this is an American right here on the left. And he mistakes what this man said for the N-word. If you go and watch the stream, he definitely didn't say the N-word. So he basically demands he apologize or he's going to slap him. And this dude doesn't even know what the guy's talking about.
No, you do speak. You said my... I heard you say.
No, I mean, it's
5 seconds to apologize. Open hand.
In fact, there are many black people who commit murder and get off on a technicality because their IQ is too low, or they actually murdered this person, they're convicted for it, like the two murderers.
Is this guy stupid? Is this guy dumb? Yo, listen, I don't know where he from or where he at. I don't get into all of that. What I'm saying is where I'm from in New York, my nigga, it Nah, it ain't like that, bro. It's not like that. Where I'm at in Suffolk County, nigga, I don't give a fuck if you slow, dumb, or whatever, nigga. You black and you run up in front of that judge, I'm gonna let chat tell you what happened.
Of Ethan Liming, who got sentenced to 6 months, and the murderers of Valerie Schwab, who got 5 years probation. Emily Chapa, academics, Stack Swopo, and others basically called for him to be murdered.
I want to continue. You want something violent to happen.
Somebody don't knock his fucking head off.
Stack Swappo is a troll, bro. That man says the craziest things. So you
this is what I hate about when people are intellectually dishonest about stuff like this. It's like, bro, you can cherry pick whatever information and narratives that you want to choose just to prove your narrative, right? This is the cherry. Like he was talking about, this is facts. This is facts. You can choose, pick and choose. Like that's an elderly person. If you remember back when I was talking about when is self-defense more of a situation where a person punching you, where you could actually essentially use a firearm in self-defense. I qualified that as one of those individuals being elderly. Why? Because they're more fragile. So it would make sense that if you do crack an elderly person, they hit their head on the ground. If you punch them, yeah, they may die because they're more fragile. But on the other side of it, you're sitting here acting oblivious to the fact that on a large scale, a lot of the times where it's, let's say if it's a white person, I've seen on a lot of times where their murder may get reduced to manslaughter. That happens a lot. That happens a lot where their stuff gets reduced to manslaughter. We're also
First of all, yeah, I want to just give y'all some context of what he's saying. It does happen a lot, and you know how it happens a lot? Plea deals. Because if you go take a plea, normally your case is gonna get dropped down because you're admitting to the crime. All right. So case in point, you roll up, you got a felony driving with a suspended license, right? You're gonna go to court. If you be like, yo, listen, bro, I did the joint, yo, blase, blase, blase. Well, you already know you did the joint. You got pulled over. You got the ticket, right? So you go in, boom. They talk to each other. Woo, woo. Yo, they offer a plea up there. You take the plea. The plea is, all right, unsatisfactory. We'll drop the felony down to or drop the misdemeanor down to a violation. All right. Now you drop down to a violation. It's only a paper charge. You get what I'm saying? But you get that by taking the plea. Same thing in a murder case. If you are already convicted of a murder case, if you fuck around and be like, listen, bro, I'm not going to trial, you're going to get an attempt or you're going to get manslaughter. Something of those natures because you're taking a plea. That is called a deal. When you take a deal, 9 out of 10, they're going to lower your initial charge. That's in my experience in Suffolk County.
We're not going to act like there's not times where, like, let's say let's just put out there for a hypothetical, right? The lady that was breaking bones of black babies, right? She didn't get charged with she didn't get hit with much. I think she only spent like a year or two, maybe in prison when she was supposed to at least spend 15 years. At a minimum, she was breaking black babies' bones in the NICU. And y'all sitting up here trying to act oblivious to the fact that on a large scale, so you cherry pick these
searching through something to fit.
Barely take his word for it. As far as academics, I don't really agree with him saying that because you're calling for violence. And like I explained in a previous video, I'm not going to call for someone to do something I'm not willing to do myself. If you're not willing to be that crash dummy, don't call for it. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, what you speak into existence can always come back to you.
True.
You don't want to be held responsible for something like that.
Hey, first of all, check it out, though. You hear me? Yo, I'm all for that. You know what I'm saying? Everything 1090 Jake is saying is accurate, bro. I respect what he's saying right now, for the most part. But when it comes to me, bro, I'm with the shits. Like, if you are fucking out here in New York doing that bullshit, bro, some niggas ain't jacking that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to Brownsville to the Tilden projects doing that shit. The whole projects will beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing this. That's the problem I have. You're doing it to people that are not. You're trying to make a narrative about black people being aggressive, being crash outs, and all that. I get it. We got a lot of crash outs. It is what it is. But every race has crash outs. You know what I'm saying? But if you go to, all right, check it out. It's like bully. It's like being a bully. If you go to you're in middle school and you go to the fucking elementary school picking on little kids. Yo, bro, you're a bully. You know what I'm saying? You're a fucking bully, bro. It's the same shit. You got a gun holstered. Bro, you're bullying me by saying it, because you know damn well if I see this gun, it's like, all right, that's a deterrent. Yo, bro, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Because the one thing that niggas and YNs, especially YNs, know is that they can't beat no bullets if they ain't got no bullets. You feel what I'm saying? The shit that I be saying is probably on the same side of academics a little bit, because I'm like, go to the hood. Don't go to Mayberry messing with the black people over there. They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They've already made up their mind where they're at. That, yo, this is what it's gonna be. The same way it was when I moved to an all-white town called Mastic Shirley in '89. When I lived over there in '89, it wasn't no fucking Puerto Ricans and all. It wasn't none of that shit over there. So you got to be mindful of where you at. Where I was at, I knew what was coming. When that dude told me to get in front of his car so he could run my nigga ass over, I didn't spaz out. I just went home and told my dad. You know what I'm saying? But the bottom line is I know where I was at. I moved there from Brentwood. I moved there from Wine Dance, a.k.a. Crime Dance. Now, in Crime Dance, that same scenario works out different. You know what I'm saying? Works out different. Because I know where I'm at. And I know I got the upper hand because it's more of me over here than it is of you. You get what I'm saying? So if I be like, yo, I know you ain't calling me a nigga, all screaming loud, 9 out of 10 is 15 motherfuckers standing over there. You know what I'm saying? So they like, yo, hold up, what you said? Yo, little man, back up. Yo, what you said? That's the type of time that it was on. But where I was at, there was nobody there for me to be like, and I'm like fucking 13. There was nobody there to be like, yo, help me out. You know what I'm saying? But it always goes to where you at, B. That's my experience. Where you at, son? You in an all-white neighborhood, you know you can't do certain shit. You gotta keep your hoodie off. You know what I'm saying? You ain't walking around with a shiesty. You walk around with a shiesty on in these type of neighborhoods, somebody's calling the Jakes on you. They think you skate casing the joint or something. You know what I'm saying?
It's similar to the situations where I believe there was a girl on the phone with her boyfriend and she told him to, you know, whatever, and he did. And then she got held responsible for that. You don't want to call for violence, especially in a situation you don't want anything to do with yourself. It's just a bad look all around.
How the fuck are you still alive?
Just so we're clear, people posted this man's address every single day. They stalked him. They were planning on murdering him. People were posting about how he should be murdered to a large audience. People murdered his dog.
Someone killed my dog, guys.
They were threatening his entire family. And then he got arrested because somebody kicked him out of a restaurant. And then he was in tears.
Hold on, pimp. You talking about somebody killed his dog and threatened his family. Bro, in case y'all didn't know about Chud, Chud don't got no family. Yeah. Real shit. He don't got no fucking family. He ain't being involved in his kid life like that because the people that he had, the woman he had a child with, don't agree with the bullshit he doing. You understand what I'm saying? So they distance themselves from him. All right? He's not a fucking model dad. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, seriously, bro. This dude is just making up a narrative to go with the way he want this shit. Man, shit is bullshit, homie.
Forget it until 3 a.m. by federal agents.
These people took all my phones. Oh, you know, the FBI.
He said that he got arrested for getting kicked out of a restaurant. No, he got arrested because he didn't pay the bill for what he had in that restaurant. See, this is the intellectual dishonesty. You can't say that these are facts. These are not facts.
They're not.
These are you trying to cherry pick your narrative so that way you can drive home whatever you think.
What I just said.
It's full of you're full of shit.
Guy's interested in talking to you. We're waiting on him. I said, listen, I don't give a fuck. I have nothing to hide. It's 2 a.m. in the fucking morning. I'm just tired of shit. I know you guys do this shit on purpose.
Federal agents took his electronics and froze his bank account and wiped his Apple ID.
I wake up the next day. I try to go to the Apple store and buy new phones because I don't even want the old ones back. Put a pager bomb in them. I don't even want them back. So I go to buy new phones at the store. Bank card won't work. Go to the ATM. Won't work. I'm calling the bank customer service on the phone with them. Hey, can you unlock our card? Doesn't work.
This is the same guy that's talking about, yo, I'm going to buy me a phone. This is the same nigga that his baby moms is like, yo, he don't do. Man, this shit is crazy. The shit y'all do for likes is different, man.
The Montgomery County Sheriff that charged him and condemned him so harshly stopped posting inmate mugshots because his fat daughter was found guilty of aggravated abuse, abusing multiple children at a toddler daycare that they managed. This is what you're looking at. Sanctimonious bullshit from law enforcement, violent psychopaths who murder dogs and threaten your family, and you deal with criminal thugs who want to burn down buildings of people, assault their own family members, and murder random strangers. And you wonder, do they have the moral authority to try to condemn somebody like this?
The ramifications of that, even if I'm exonerated in trial for something like that, the world would never be the same, and my world would never be the same. In not a good way, not a way that I'm looking forward to. I do not want nothing like that to happen. I don't want any of that to happen.
Chud the Builder had to shoot.
This
I'll
guy's
say this.
different, bro.
Chud brought all of this onto himself.
Yep.
There you go. That's the
Any point
narrative.
in time, he could.
That's the narrative that we need to go with. He did this to himself. You understand? This is when we have to start looking in the mirror. What did I do to make this outcome as it is? If you, again, I always use this one because I know I got a lot of YNs and a lot of gangbangers out there that be all over YouTube. It's like taking yourself and putting on a bunch of blue shit and have a fucking t-shirt that says, goddamn, you got a blue bandana on your head and you're walking through a blood hood with a shirt that says Slob K. Now, if you get your ass whooped or shot, it's warranted. You did it yourself. That's just dumb. Like, who does that? Like, we're not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go somewhere and antagonize you. That's bully shit. That's straight bully shit. Just because I got a gun, yeah, I got 16. Yo, you hear the stuff this dude used to say? Yo, I got 16 shots for you. Like, bro, like, who you talking to like that? Like, they didn't stop making guns with you. You know that, right? And you ain't going over there to O Block doing that. Because them little niggas is going, man, look.
Have attempted to correct the situation.
Yep.
By apologizing.
Yep.
Or just stopping what he was doing entirely.
Sure.
So it's like, if you take gas and pour it onto a fire, eventually you're gonna get burned. Because what you are doing has the potential to harm you, and you're continuing to do it in the name of free speech. I should be able to piss off this entire group in the name of free speech. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, right? There's low IQ amongst every race.
Talk about it.
If you go into a trailer park and start calling white people names that they don't like, you're gonna get met with the same type of aggression as going into a black neighborhood and calling them things you shouldn't be calling them.
Facts.
Boston, particularly, is one of the...
Yo, now he's talking the facts of what I've been saying this whole time. You don't do... Yo, if I'm gonna sit here and be like, yo, y'all a bunch of cracking, dacking, blue, whatever. I'm gonna say that shit right here behind this mic in this motherfucking studio thing, and I'm not doing that shit when I see you in the street, like, cause I already know where this is gonna go. You know what I'm saying? It's the same. All right, well, let's take it off for all the men. It's the same thing as, and I know it's backwards, but the nigga thing is the same exact thing as bitch. Hear me out. We as men can't walk around just, hey, yo, what up, bitch? We'll have 5,000 women trying to destroy us verbally. Then you have some women that'll dead ass punch you in your shit. But yet you'll see these same women with each other. Be like, yo, that's my bitch. What up, bitch? Bitch this, bitch that. You can't engage in that conversation like that with them. No, it's not going to be, no, because you're not meaning it the same. That's the way they say. You get what I'm saying? It's the same shit. I could call my brother nigga all day. I say nigga all day, right? But motherfucker, you can't say that shit. All my white friends know they can't say that shit. They say something different. You know what I'm saying? They not saying that shit, bro. Like, for real. So it's just that respect, and vice versa. We not sitting around calling him a trailer park trash nigga neither. You know what I'm saying? You go to the trailer park and say that shit, and watch what happen. Man, you have 8 Mile whooping your ass.
Few places where there are still white ghettos and white people inside of the projects, where shamrocks were spray painted on the project walls. I'm pretty sure they done knocked down Old Colony, but before they did that, there was shamrocks, Irish clovers painted on the walls because those project buildings were Irish.
What do you think motorcycle gangs are? Y'all don't. If y'all don't know that there's white gangs, y'all don't like, bro. People don't know how the South is. There's a lot of white impoverished gangs, like a lot of them.
Talk to him.
Especially even in the West Coast, even in the Midwest.
You weren't walking in there calling those white people derogatory white names.
No.
It wasn't going to go like that. You're going to get met with exactly what you're seeking. And you're going to get your ass kicked, realistically. That's how those places were and always were. You're not going to walk into a biker bar and start calling them this, that, and the third and expect not to get your ass kicked.
What'd he just say?
So it's like, yeah, free speech.
What'd he just say? Hold up, bro. What'd he just say, man? What the fuck did he just say? He just said, what do you think who do you think all the biker gangs are? He just said this, bro. Like, seriously, you're not going to go into a Hell's Angel spot and say some bullshit just because you got a gun and think you going to make it out that motherfucker. You're going to get cracked in your head with something, and they probably going to end up dumping you some fucking where and calling 911 to come get your body, nigga. Like, you may not be unalived, but you definitely going to walk out of there with a nice ass whooping. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm talking about facts, shit that I know. You're definitely walking away with an ass whooping.
Happen to you. So you can't take this situation and feel like, oh, Chud the Builder is a victim in this case. He brought on all of this shit to himself. Now, speaking from experience, now I just recently posted this video of this guy named Chud, and I think the video has almost 500,000 views on Instagram. We'll play it.
It's different. This man said, man, killers in Philly are different. This man said, I got 15 to 30 years for a third-degree murder. Hit that boy 26 times. Overkill. At least I got another chance at life. That boy in hell where he belong at. Free me. No. Do
keep
not
him.
do anything but
Keep
free
him.
him. This man
Yes.
is in prison with Louis Vuitton trainers on tighter than I've ever seen before. He's ready to do it again. And he didn't even look happy when he was free. He's posing the same way, like he don't give a fuck about life. And I know the gangsters will be in the comment section like, nah, free him. Yeah, all right. Free him and put him on your block. Let him stay with you.
But the comments I received in backlash of that video was, oh, you're next. Oh, somebody need to do you like that. So someone needs to kill me because I said keep someone in prison that shows zero sympathy for what they did, is happy with a 15 to 30 year prison sentence, and is celebrating that the person.
See, this is where I have grown up. You understand what I'm saying? Used to be like that. I used to think like that. But bruh, if you take a life, first of all, we are so lucky to be in America. Let me explain. It's other countries out here, bro. If you steal something, you only get 2 times at that shit. Because they taking your arm. They taking your hand, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? They taking that. Let me get your hand. That was the hand you stole with? All right, yeah, put that up here. Yo, y'all remember state property? What hand you roll with? What hand? That's the hand you roll with? You know, it's like that over there. You know what I'm saying? In certain states, man, life for life, my nigga. You kill somebody, you on death row. I don't see where you dudes think it's supposed to change, and it does, and that's the part that's pissing me off. You gangbanging niggas, you do all this shit, and then the community from where you are, like, let's just say, let's go to O Block. They don't give y'all niggas death penalty because they like, yo, this is gang shit. They gonna keep doing this shit since Barksdale, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, and their warped thinking is, all right, fuck it. We gonna kill all these shits. It's like 2 birds, 1 stone, right? Check it out. What we gonna do is we gonna get this nigga somewhere around 15, 20 years. This nigga's 18. Or better yet, he's a fucking minor. Okay. So now he comes out of jail, 15 years. You know that when he touched down, whoever the fuck he shot is looking for his ass. Case in point, there was a situation where a dude was released from jail and his ops smoked him in front of the jail. In front of the jail, bro. Like, who the fuck gets shot in front of a jail, bro? You got released to get shot? Like, certain shit, I'm looking at like y'all going too far, bro. Like, there was rules and regulations to gang shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I grew up, I'm just talking about where I grew up at. Brentwood, we beefed with Bayshore, Hard Body, right? Like, we fighting. And that's why we couldn't even play sports with them niggas. We fighting, right? All right, same thing with Central Islip. It was like town for town type shit. But if we seen you in the mall with your little sister, or we gonna tell you, we gonna talk shit. Yo, you fucking lucky, you bitch ass nigga. You got your, you know what I'm saying? But ain't nobody thinking about going to the whip, coming back and smoking this nigga in the mall in front of his fucking. Nobody's thinking like that, bro. Cause we know what it is, man. They not part of this shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't even need to see this shit that's gonna go down. You feel me? Now, y'all don't have no rules or regulations for niggas at a job interview. Y'all trying to smoke the nigga. Y'all seeing a nigga like right here in New York, cause in the way the city is made, everybody got to go to the same place for like parole. It's the same thing in Long Island. Everybody. So now, I'm going to parole. My op is coming to parole is at the same day, Wednesday. So now my op is coming to parole, bro. Y'all shooting at parole. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? I don't got nothing to say to you. I see you at parole. I'm just gonna look at you like, cause you know what it is. I know what it is. Only thing we trying to do collectively together, me and this nigga, is trying to figure out if I'm gonna be outside when he outside. You know what I'm saying? Cause soon as he leave this building and he go to get the bus or whatever the fuck, I'm on his ass. If I'm done with my shit. You know what I'm saying? 9 out of 10, it never happens like that. Motherfucker, I'll get called in, this nigga still be sitting there. I'll just leave the building, looking back, give him that look. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. But these YNs is different. These niggas is like, yo, that's my op in there. They'll walk out of parole, go back to their car, sit there and wait for the motherfucker to come out, blame the nigga, and then try to leave parole as if nobody seen you at parole. Like, these YNs are fucking stupid. There is something wrong with you chemically. There's something wrong with you if you think that. I blame GTA, bro. You niggas really think you gonna shoot your way out of parole? Y'all niggas is retarded. You know what I'm saying? Another nigga is at work. My nigga, when you at work, boy. You got that. You got them 8 hours. That's 8 hours of freedom. The same way if you go to school. Those are your 8 hours of freedom. Bro, we not fucking with you. You at school. We over here, we know we not doing nothing in the school building. We good. You know what I'm saying? You good, do your thing. But I seen a video where a motherfucker went up to the high school and shot a nigga in the school. Like, y'all YNs are loose. Y'all YNs don't have no goddamn morals. And that's the problem. All the OGs is locked down. You heard? Teach these motherfuckers some type of morals and respect. Boy, you see Granny, you know you can't even cuss your nigga out. That's grandma with him. Chill. You know what I'm saying? He with his granny. You know what I'm saying? Yo, matter of fact, the grandma wouldn't even know we got beef. Because the second you see him, she gonna be telling him, oh, they go your little friend. And we gonna be like, how you doing, Miss Johnson? How everything? Yeah, my mom good. Knowing that we just been shooting at this motherfucker 2 days ago. You know what I'm saying? But that's the role we gotta play. You gotta play it like that. You feel what I'm saying? These motherfuckers will shoot the granny too. Something wrong with these kids, B.
They killed is in hell. But this is the self-defense update that I want to get into, in which he's claiming this could be the end of this case for Chud.
Huge update in the Chud the Builder case. Dalton Easterly's affidavit of complaint has been made public. In the official affidavit, not a single word about Dalton uttering a racial slur towards Joshua Fox. Not a single word about him provoking the fight. Without provocation, Dalton's legal justification of self-defense is entirely intact. January 10th, 2026, 18 weeks before the Easterly incident, Joshua Fox had commented on Facebook showing premeditation to fight Dalton to launch his Twitch streaming career. Even if we set the self-defense aside for just a moment, the affidavit fails to outline any actual crime. Let's look at the state's own words chronologically. Dalton Easterly and Joshua Fox engaged in a...
Hold up, bruh. Hold up, bruh. Hold up, bruh. The funny thing is that the dude with the gun is calling self-defense. You the one with the gun, nigga.
verbal altercation. A verbal argument is not a felony. At most, it's a misdemeanor, disorderly conduct that would apply to both men. But neither...
Well, he doesn't understand out of that, and this is this level of ignorance because he doesn't get... this is what being a CPL instructor will get you as far as knowledge and understanding. For you to have self-defense, you have to be the innocent party. You cannot be an active participant and or the antagonizer or the instigator. What is the and or? And or, meaning and. So you cannot be the active participant. So the active participant, meaning that Chud is not supposed to be the person that's doing the, you can't be the person that's going back and forth and doing the combat. You have to be the innocent party all the way through and through. But yet he's not. He's the instigator and or the antagonist because he's the one that actually started the what's in it. Now it doesn't state that, it doesn't have to state it. Well, he's trying to get into the semantics about certain things that has to be delved into trial. That stuff is going. This is why I hate when certain people try to play lawyer on the internet and stuff like that. You don't even know the thresholds of what it means to meet the standard.
First and foremost, bro, you got to understand one thing and one thing only. We got a lot of states in the United States, right? And each state has their own rules and regulations. You got Commonwealth. You got a lot of different shit. Commonwealth is different. You lucky your ass ain't in Commonwealth, because Commonwealth can do what the fuck they want to do. There is no set guideline. There's, motherfucker, if I feel like your ass deserve 20, you gonna get 20. Good luck trying to get back out.
Brown and or the being an innocent party or whatever the case may be. There's a whole litany of stuff that you have to qualify for, and he has to be that. It doesn't matter. He's going to feel how he feels, but let's continue.
Been charged with this. Mr. Etherly turned his body in a bladed stance towards Mr. Fox and reached for his firearm. There's nothing unlawful.
Yes, it is unlawful, because that means that you, like right there, I love that he said that there's nothing unlawful. Yes, it is. You cannot, with the firearm, gesture in a way that shows that you're trying to reach, pull, or brandish a firearm to a person that does not have the equal amount of force. You're trying to be the intimidating factor, especially in a time where there's nothing violent that's happened to you. So there's nothing that physical has happened to you. There's nothing in the way that's even warranted that type of response. But yet you've positioned yourself in a way where, or even are escalating the situation where it has to be life or death.
I'll be right back, Chad.
This situation has nothing to do with physical altercation to even begin with. It's verbal. That's what it stated on. But you escalated from verbal to nonverbal to now it's going to be deadly. How do you not understand that and then say that it's unlawful? These are the type of people that you don't need to have in your corner, because they will do more damage to you than good, especially on social media. To a person that this is stupid.
Taking a defensive stance and preparing to defensively draw a weapon when you are facing an angry antagonist who has followed you, who is pressing into your face and yelling at you, who is making a threat of violence towards you. Thereafter, a physical altercation ensued. Notice the passive voice. The state does not claim that Dalton Etherly initiated this fight. If he had, you know.
I'm going to give you just what he just chronologically just pointed out. Verbal altercation is the start. Next minute, Dalton Etherly takes up the position of grabbing his firearm in a bladed stance. Next moment, a physical altercation happens. Verbal, Dalton ends up taking a bladed stance to get his firearm. Physical altercation.
That they would put that right here, but they didn't. What does that tell you? Joshua Fox initiated this fight, and the police and the prosecutor know this. The affidavit then states, Mr. Etherly discharged his firearm, striking Mr. Fox multiple times. Discharging a firearm and striking an attacker is a literal definition of self-defense. It happens thousands of times every single year legally. As you
Y'all gonna be mad at me for pausing this. I don't care. I have to dispute every false narrative that he is making, because it is so dumb. And people are going to take this as credence because they think that because he has on a suit and tie, that means that he's not even a lawyer. I wish that my boy, I should send this to the lead attorney. Chronologically, this dude went from verbal altercation. Dalton takes up a bladed stance and reaches for his firearm. He already has escalated the situation from verbal to a deadly threat. That right there is unlawful. You cannot reach for your firearm just because you're having a verbal confrontation. That doesn't warrant that. That's one. Physical altercation happens. Dalton then shoots him. He shoots the dude twice, and then also shoots himself in the arm. So it goes from verbal altercation, start off. Dalton escalates it with taking a bladed stance and reaching for his firearm. Physical altercation happens. Now that could be just off of the fact that you took a bladed stance where you're looking to grab a firearm, and then he wants to prevent you from getting that firearm to try to shoot him. Easily that could be. Then you go from that to you shooting the guy twice. He beats the brakes off of you from what we have seen. He's actually like whatever. But he's able to at least get the gun off of you where you end up shooting yourself. But you end up shooting yourself. I don't know where he drew it from, but he shot himself in the arm. I'm still trying to figure out that.
We know what that
means. Where did he
means.
draw that from when he shot himself in the arm? That is crazy.
You know what that means?
Like, I've been doing this.
I understand that it is crazy, but you want to know what that means? That means you have no experience with a firearm.
Almost 10 years, and I still have yet to see somebody shoot themselves in the arm. Leg, yes. Knee, yes. Toe, foot, yes. Your own arm?
You know, he struck himself in the wrestling match. They try to point out that there were bystanders and a ricocheting projectile hit a nearby wall. This is reckless. He's discharging a firearm. But if somebody's attacking you and you're trying to defend yourself, discharging the firearm is the self-defense. Statistics show that law enforcement officers routinely...
Okay, I want to go back to what he said initially in the beginning, showing the paperwork. Now, this is the affidavit. On May 13, 2026, at approximately whatever, Dalton Etherly and Joshua Fox engaged in a verbal altercation. What Ian is saying is, oh, it doesn't say that Chud said anything racist. It doesn't say that Chud did anything. Chud was clearly the victim and Joshua Fox approached him. Well, it doesn't say that either. If we're going to pay attention to the paperwork and add our own mix to it, we got to pay attention to what the paperwork says. It says they were engaged in a verbal altercation. So that doesn't clarify if Chud was being racist or not. It doesn't clarify what was said.
It doesn't.
Then it states during this verbal altercation.
Yo, I love Jake for one reason only. He the paper trail king. If there's some paperwork, this nigga gonna get it. That's a fact. Now, all I'm saying by saying that is when he comes out with the facts of what the actual paperwork say, it is what it is.
Mr. Etherly, aka Chud, turned his body in a bladed stance towards Mr. Fox and reached for his firearm. Therefore, a physical altercation ensued. Now, Ian said out of his own mouth, Joshua Fox is the one that approached Chud and popped off this whole shit. But the paperwork doesn't say that. So you can't take, oh, it doesn't say Chud was racist, so it never happened. It doesn't say Chud didn't say anything, so it didn't happen. Right. But then add on, oh, Joshua Fox is the one that approached him. Well, the paper doesn't say that either. So you have to look at this from an unbiased perspective. The details really aren't even there. So do I think he's going to beat this case just based off of that affidavit? No, because they're going to take into consideration all of the witness statements. They're going to bring in all of the officers as witnesses. They're going to look at all of the video that's been presented. From what I saw in the video, they were already...
First of all, they're going to fucking bring up his old videos. Y'all forgot your past. Yo, it's not right on every situation. But the fact is, our law system uses your past to convict you. Even if you didn't get convicted of any crime in that past. But if you are known to be doing, all right, case in point, you on IG Live, or you just on IG and you showing blicks and you got the, you doing all this, right? And then you wind up getting shot and die. The first initial news is going to be innocent kid, woo, 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 ray, until they dig deep and they find out, wait a minute, this guy has a social media page. Wait a minute. The narrative is going to stay that way, but they're not going to embellish on it anymore. They're going to be like, all right, we can't talk no more about this dude trying to be a good guy when he's out here fucking walking around with guns talking about on my dead. We know what the fuck that means. There's gang intelligence in the fucking law enforcement. Gang intelligence is to do one thing. They know what the fuck you mean and how you mean it. They know all your slang. They know your bylaws and all. And how the fuck do you think they got all that shit? Obviously, somebody within the gang gave up all this fucking information, right? They learning your lingo. They know what the fuck it mean when you say I'm smoking on so and so. They know exactly what the fuck that mean. They know what it mean when you say, yo, I got hat. They know what it mean when you sitting on IG and you got 4 or 5 hats on the top of your head. They know what the fuck that means now. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no secret. You hear what I'm saying? So, bro, this shit is so sideways it doesn't even make any sense. It's like, yo, son, it was an altercation. You stood in the firing stance. Now, mind you, hold on. I just want to make sure we get this clear. Because he could have stood in a firing stance in front of me, a civilian, and I'd have been like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Not really knowing how to react. I know how to react, but I'm just saying, as a civilian, you like, but now when you do this to somebody that's trained, it's different. Because he's trained on how to grab your ass. This is how he shot himself in the fucking arm. Because he's trained, when you're trained in combat with the military, you're trained to know how to grab a dude's arm, turn it, so the gun is no longer facing you. You understand? Whether you got to bend his whole fucking arm around, the gun is now facing him because it's not facing you anymore. You're trained to do that. He's a fucking veteran. He understands combat. So Chud is not a fucking veteran. Chud is not even trained in his fucking firearm. I want to know how many motherfucking hours did he put in at the range? You see what I'm saying? He's not even fucking trained for this shit. These gangbanging niggas is already growed up, trained for this shit. Then they leave and go become a military man who's even more trained. Bro, he went up against a trained animal and he lost. That's what the fuck happened. You poke the bear. Listen, man, it's always said by my nigga Mac Mula and everybody else I fuck with on these channels. Yo, even Jake says it, bro. If you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And that's just what it is.
On the ground. I haven't, I mean, maybe someone can send it to me. I haven't seen the video of before the fight happened.
Me neither.
Usually people don't start recording until it actually pops off. You know what I mean? So for him to throw out, oh, well, it doesn't say this happened, but we know this happened, that's as bullshit as the reverse. You can't add your own shit to it. Details are clearly missing in this case. This does not mean that this is just going to get thrown out because it's self-defense. Now, Willie D, one of the members of the Ghetto Boys, a legendary rap group out of Houston, would talk about a post made by Detroit AI, Dax News, etc., in which it's titled Chud the Builder.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. I'm going to tell y'all straight up. Joy Road gas station? He went to the... All my people from Detroit. He went to the Joy Road. A's and not... Out of all gas stations,
yo,
to go
did he really?
You
did
went
he
to the
really
right
put
one, baby. Oh,
Chad,
you went to the right
the
one.
antagonizer? Did he
If
really
it wasn't
put
Mac
that?
and B-Wick, if it wasn't over there off of, man, Joy Road gas station, I bet you was that BP. I bet you was the BP.
Yo, a racial motherfucker.
Copycat Chad,
Yo,
the antagonist.
Let me explain something else to you. What he just said is facts, bro. I don't give a fuck what hood you go to. It's two places in that hood that I promise you shit go down at because YNs frequent it. One, main number one, gas stations. Those 24-hour gas stations, absolutely. In the hood, drama. Because everybody, if you know, like in those type of neighborhoods, they don't have a lot of them. You understand what I'm saying? Like right now, in down the road from where I live at is the ghetto, is Calm Side. Now down there, they didn't have one of them 24-hour gas stations right by the hood. You literally had to drive your ass to the town to get your gas or your cigarette in the middle of the night. You couldn't do none of that in the hood. It wasn't no walking distance. Now, they have a brand new gas station. It's 24 hours in the heart of the shit. I said it when they was building it. This gas station is going to bring a lot of violence, bruh. And I'm only saying that because it's going to be the most frequent spot. Now, gas stations is one. Two is McDonald's. Do your fucking homework on McDonald's. Yo, Wyandotte couldn't keep their McDonald's. It was too much going on. Because that's where everybody going. You know what I'm saying? If you go in any neighborhood to where the high school kids leave out for lunch, anywhere the motherfuckers going to frequent is going to have some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like there in Deer Park, there's a whole fucking shopping center right behind it. I promise you it's been nothing but brawls and shit over there too, nigga. Why? Because that's where the fuck they go and frequent at. As soon as the school's out, everybody going over there. You see what I'm saying? So, bro, we all know in the hood, like, yo, listen, don't let that nigga go to that gas station by himself. We know that.
Advertiser dies after targeting elderly black women on live stream. And if we take a look at
this nigga's a coward. He's chasing down women.
That was quick.
This nigga's a
Grand
coward.
opening, grand closing. Play deadly games, win deadly prizes. He fucked around and found out nothing of value was lost in Detroit of all places. They need to stop playing with us. Judgment came swiftly. It's time to tool up. Just won't leave us alone. They better stop playing with us. Right on, right on. The attention they are getting is not the attention they were expecting. We keep saying, leave us alone.
Leave us
the
alone.
Ancestors have said, not today, Satan.
Yeah,
These comments,
they went ham on
elderly
I'm
women.
more so celebrating someone got smoked for trying a black woman, right?
Now,
if we go...
Nah,
Now, I'm about to bounce up out of here. Y'all know I don't do these long, drawn-out joints. But in closing, I'm going to say this, bro. If Man, if you go up to a dude that's with his girl and shit, and you be like, yo, you got a fat ass, man, you about to get punched in your fucking mouth, right? Because you disrespect the homie. He's standing right there. Like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? You don't see me standing here? You see what I'm saying? It's certain shit that's universally known you not supposed to do. Like, you know, you trying to holler at homie girl, you know you ain't supposed to let homie find out. You give her a quick wink or whatever, woo woo, a look, a stare, you know what I'm saying? But you definitely not walking up on her. Oh, this girl got a fat ass. Where you work at? Yo, boy, hold on, my nigga. You don't see me standing here, my nigga? Hold on. You know what I'm saying? These actions, these are action words. And action words get action. You know what I'm saying? You go up on a motherfucking Dominican and be like, yo, what up, Puerto Rican? And this nigga is going to give you some action. It may not be physical, but you going to get that fucking action. I'm not no motherfucking Dominican. I'm Puerto Rican, motherfucker. You going to get that action. You see what I'm saying? Same shit with Chinese. But it's all about what action words you say is going to get that reaction. You get what I'm saying? You setting off somebody and you getting that action back. You can't be sitting there going, well, I didn't know he was going to punch me in the face when the nigga kept telling you, yo, leave me alone. I'm going to punch you in your fucking face. And you keep fucking with him. I gave you the one. You think I'm playing. I'm going to show you just how much I'm playing. Yo, if y'all made it this far, if y'all made it this far and you haven't done it yet, you know I'm going to ask you, what are you waiting for? Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and become a G like me. Join the G Nation. And I need all my G's to do this. I don't need you to try it. I need you to do it. I need y'all all to stay sucker free in this land full of racist ass lollipops. Watch your steps, and I'm gone.